Hey everyone, good morning. How are you? Thank you for thank you for joining me today. So today I am going to be talking about something that, we all forget to talk about. I want to know how many of you maybe this week, so we're in the middle of the COVID-19 pandemic. Some of us are just getting back to work. Some of us that have brick and mortar businesses are just returning to the forefront. A lot of things have changed, a lot of protocols have changed, and I want to share with you some really in-depth, like my rituals that I've used for over 20 years to help me with stress relief, to help me with managing anxiety, to help me with really breaking through when I start to feel that squirrely, not so nice feeling that happens when you're overwhelmed, you're stressed out, you're worried, you're fearful. And during this time, guys, I have seen so much more of this because we're going through a really unprecedented strange time with so many new things we have to deal with, so many new ways we have to be, so many new things we have to, just wearing a face mask, for instance. I've seen so much stress this week going back to my brick and mortar practice. So before we get started, I want to thank you guys all for joining. I wanted to come on and create this quick class, this quick healing session to really help all my small business owners, entrepreneurs, service providers get grounded again. I wanted to give you some of my most intimate tools from my personal toolbox that I use daily, guys, daily. Because trust me, if you're not working on yourself, you cannot show up as a good leader, as a good parent, as a good lover, as a good mother, as a good boss, and you can't show up for yourself. So, without further ado, the first thing I want to talk about really quick before I get into my healing practices and how I de-stress and manage getting through some of the most tumultuous times of my life. Hi everyone, as you come on, just say hi, pop in, give me a little thumbs up, a heart, hashtag live, hashtag replay. I am so happy you're here. Love you all. I see you guys all coming on. Thank you so much for joining me. I really felt that this was necessary today. It was not planned. I just intuitively felt I had to share these things with you. And I will tell you why. Now, I went back to my brick and mortar practice first week in business, back in business. As most of you know, I do own a brick and mortar salon and wellness spa. So we do healing treatments, we have Reiki services, organic hair care, and so many other different services. And in that space, I also offer my life coaching, healing, guided imagery services. What I saw was major stress. I saw people that I've known for 20, 30 years, clients, people that I've had a relationship with forever, not themselves. I saw a lot of my clients who are small business owners their energy was off. Everyone's energy was off. I can't even explain to you what I felt, but being that I am empathic and intuitive and I do feel people's energy, it was really intense, guys. It was so intense. So as I was working, and because, when you're in that kind of space, you're one-on-one with clients, I thought to myself, let me get some feedback here. What is going on? And truth be told, what's going on is the world's in a state of fear. The world is going through a lot of change. We've had to cope with so many different things these past 3 months. And even though it's really easy to say, oh, just be positive, oh, just think positive, those are just words. And I know whoever's on here watching this or listening to this later on my podcast or on YouTube, I know when I say that, it's reality. Because what you see on Facebook, I always say, don't, people's lives aren't what they post it to be. A lot of us people, especially business owners, service providers, entrepreneurs who may have really had financial struggle during this time or had to adapt to different things, they're feeling the pinch. They're feeling the stress. They're feeling that they don't want to wear a mask, or that the mask makes them feel anxiety, or that, they're just fearful of what's going to happen, or the unknown. Just so many millions different of feeling and emotions. So I wanted to come on here because it was by popular demand that everyone asked for some kind of de-stressing and stress management tips. Now, the bottom line is this: there's a million things you could do daily. But the trick is, guys, you got to do it. You got to do the things I share with you, or you have to at least give it your best shot or do one of the things that I share with you. Once again, when I began my healing journey years ago, it was a slow process. I added things into my daily life slowly that helped me heal, helped me have less anxiety, helped me not get that anxiety at 3 and 4 in the morning, helped me not feel like someone was standing on my chest anymore or that I couldn't sleep at night. I've been through this and I know what it feels like. And anxiety and stress has so many faces and so many levels and so many, and overwhelm and not feeling good enough. There's so many levels of it that you have to be the first step is for you to really realize that you're not feeling right and to start taking care of yourself. Because trust me, our bodies hear what we say to them, our cells hear what we say to them. If we can create sickness from stress and how we talk to ourselves and what we do to ourselves, imagine that you can create health too. You can create joy. You can create being calm. You are in control. Hello, everyone. I see you guys all coming on. Welcome. I love you all. So, the first thing I'm going to share with you is how I start my morning. Now, I am a morning person, but that doesn't matter. You may not be a morning person. It doesn't matter. Whatever it looks like to you. So, the first thing I do when I'm in bed, and this is something that I struggled with because I always woke up with anxiety. That's when I would feel like that tension in my chest. I would feel like I was out of breath first thing in the morning. So the first thing I would do is get anxiety. So what I'm going to share with you is before you even get out of bed in the morning, the minute your brain wakes up, I want you guys to take a deep breath together. Put your feet on the ground. And let's all take a nice deep breath together. Ready? Do it again. Now, I want you to visualize when you're blowing out that air, that you're releasing and giving everything that is negative, any worries you have, you're throwing them all into a giant hot air balloon basket. So keep doing it as long as you have to do it. You are blowing out and throwing people, you're throwing packs of bills, you're throwing things that came in the mail that are going to stress you out. You're throwing out those letters that maybe came that they're hounding you for money now because you were out of work or whatever the case may be. You're going to throw in your relatives that piss you off. I want you to visualize that you're throwing everybody into this hot air balloon. And it's just, they all can fit. The hot air balloon can just contain everybody. Now, once you have all the people, things, feelings, anything at all that comes to mind. I mean, I remember a time I would throw my ex-husband in, I'd throw in some of my relatives, I would throw in, folders full of bills that I couldn't pay, whatever that looked like, just into the hot air balloon, into the hot air balloon. Now, once they're in the hot air balloon, I want you to imagine this hot air balloon. I want you to imagine it, it's going to intuitively be whatever color you need it to be, this hot air balloon. It's going to start going up now. The hot air balloon's taking off. The angels, beings of light, whoever you believe in, whatever you believe in, whatever energies and source from God, universe, whatever it is, it looks like to you, they're taking this balloon up. Now, as the balloon's going up, I want you to imagine that you're feeling like this weight lifted off. You're like, okay, I just gave all that stuff to the beings of light. They took it away in the balloon. You have a remote control in your right hand or left hand, whatever it is, if you're righty or lefty. And you're going to, when that balloon's high enough, you're just going to push that remote control and all that balloon now is going to blow up like fireworks. Now, you didn't hurt anyone. It's all peaceful. Your problems will be transmuted into light. The angels are beings of light. Whatever energy you believe in is going to transmute. So imagine that all boom, and all shimmers of light are coming down now. Oh, take a deep breath. You've just given all of that away to the universe, to God, to whoever you believe in, to transmute that and turn it into light. I can assure you so I'm going to share a bunch of different tricks and tips with you. This will instantly give you a relief. Another trick I have, now that's the hot air balloon strategy. There's a million other things too online. Another tip I use regularly, daily, when I'm working at the salon, when I'm working at the spa, when I'm working on my business, if I'm behind the computer, if I'm cooking, I'm going to actually drop the links below, guys. I mean, I'm not endorsing any specific one, but I listen on YouTube, and I also have purchased many subliminal beta and theta sound healing music. It sounds just like spa music, angel music, healing music. And in the background, what that's doing to you is it's reprogramming your subconscious mind. So as I'm listening to this music, I even play it in my salon and spa, and people will say, well, when I leave here, wow, I just felt so different because it's subconsciously like giving them hypnotherapy. Underlying, it might be saying, I am well, I am strong, my cells, whatever it is. One might be for, to get your immunity boosted. One might be to manifest wealth. One might be to de-stress, feel less anxiety. So I will post those links to my preferred ones on YouTube. Again, guys, I just have a playlist and I play all my favorite stuff. I love wealth and abundance. I love health. I love boosting your immune system, stress relief. If I have to do a new project, I will put on, while I'm actually working on my programs and stuff on the computer, I will put on how to energize concentration, brain power. There's so many out there. Now, one of my favorite authors that you guys can look up, and you can actually buy her stuff, is Kelly Howell, Brain Sync. I love her work. I listen to it all the time. Also, I'll drop a link to Sanaya Roman. It's Oren and Devon. Now, they are basically really, they work with angels, beings of light in the universe, and I also highly recommend them because they have a lot of mini meditations for shower of light. But by putting this music on subliminally while you're just doing other shit, it'll shift your energy without you putting any effort into it. So to me, that's like the easiest way to meditate without even meditating, because honestly, sitting and meditating does not work for everyone. So now let's take a deep breath and get realigned as we're going. I want you to digest what I just said to you and tell me how it feels. In the comments, tell me if this feels good to you as I'm sharing it with you. Go ahead, right? Let's take a deep breath. How do you guys feel? So my next tip that I do daily is, again, I got off track before I get out of bed, I 5 things. I don't get complicated. 5 things that I'm grateful for. It could be my eyes. I have hair. I have teeth. I have feet. I can stand. I can see. I can feel. I'm strong. I'm healthy. I'm beautiful. I have a home. I have a husband. I have a dog. I have kids. Think like whatever that looks like, the flowers outside, that I have electricity. 5 things are really easy to rattle off, and every day your intuition will get used to it, and you will instantly, like, you don't have to get fancy and write it down. Just in bed, when you're laying there, the first thing you need to do is be thankful. After I do my real quick 5 things, I close my eyes again in bed and I say, again, I'm connected very much to the angels, but you don't have to do this. You can connect to whoever resonates with you: God, Jesus, source, the universe, saints, goddesses, like whatever that looks like to you. I specifically speak to the angels. So then I just say, angels, what do I need to know today? And all of a sudden I get like just a wave of whatever thought, feeling comes about, and I'm instantly aligned. Now I know this sounds way too easy, but guys, fireworks, I love it. Thank how I see you guys all just commenting. Thank you. All of a sudden things just change, they shift. But the whole key is to do this. Remember, guys, it takes 21 days to change a habit. Another quick tip that I use, and I've shown this to people repeatedly, I learned this from one of my healers, and it realigns your energy centers in your meridians. Now, again, there's a million other things you could do. There's EFT tapping, there's so many other modalities. But like I said, guys, these are quick tips that I personally use, and if you don't do them, you're not going to get the relief. So another quick tip is you take your thumbs and your forefinger and your pointer, and you hit your pointer to this part of your, do you guys see that? Now, you could be driving a car doing this. You could be, whatever, sitting in the dentist chair. You could be sitting at your kitchen table. You could be anywhere. This automatically, you could be on an airplane, will stop your anxiety in its tracks. Do you see what I'm doing here? Tapping right there. Instant quick fix. Okay? These are things that have saved my life over the years. Now, the third, well, I guess I'm on number 4. And one of the most important things I do, now my list is long. I have much more strategies than this, but I'm going to share my top 4 favorites that work for me because they're easy, they're quick. I don't like to devote a lot of time to doing things. I want quick fixes because that's my personality. Like, I want to get shit done. So all these things work quickly, but you have to implement them every single day. So I challenge you guys to try and put these things in. The fourth thing, but absolutely not the least important, is taking time to just stop, breathe, and be like realistic. Oh, I'm feeling stressed. I'm overwhelmed. Well, I wanted you to catch yourself. How are you talking to yourself every day? And I know we're all guilty of it. Oh, I'm tired. Oh, I'm fat. Oh, I gained weight over in quarantine. Oh, I hate my hair. Oh, I'm exhausted. Oh, I just don't know if I can do that. I don't know if I'm good enough. Guys, detrimental. It's a habit. It's a habit we formed. I still catch myself. One of my favorite ones is, oh, I'm exhausted. And then I'm like, I have to stop myself because it's still a habit because I am physically exhausted at moments, but I have to catch myself and then reword it. You know what? I'm a little tired. I need some rest. Not, I'm exhausted because I'm automatically, me broadcasting I'm exhausted, it's telling my body I'm exhausted. If I acknowledge, you know what, I'm feeling a little tired, I think I need to rest a little bit more today. I'm going to sleep a little later. Tomorrow I'm going to sleep a little later. People, I'm broke, I have no money, I'm strapped. No, you know what, it's just not in my budget right now, but I'm working on that. Do you see how it just changes the energy? Um, oh, I'm single, I'm lonely. You know what? I haven't found the right person yet, but the universe has got my back. I am going to find the right mate for myself. Like, just shift how you talk to myself, how I talk to myself, how you talk to yourself, guys. I see so many people watching this. I am so honored that you guys take the time out of your busy day to come on here and join me live. Live, hashtag replay. I don't see anyone in the comments yet, but that's okay. I love every single one of you. So be mindful. And again, 21 days to change a habit, guys. It takes 21 days to change a habit. So listen how you speak to yourself. And when you catch yourself speaking to yourself, do not judge yourself. Do not judge yourself. Be like, okay, and just shift that. Oh, I feel so bloated. Oh, I'm so bloated. I've been drinking too much wine. You know what? I feel a little bloated, but tomorrow I'm going to drink more water and I'm going to make better choices and I'm going to feel better. Like, stop berating yourself. Like, stop beating yourself up. It's not helping. Like, there's not this invisible like person, this mystical person that you're talking to, that you're validating how miserable you feel. Your feelings are real. But once again, if you keep telling yourself you're exhausted, you keep telling yourself that you feel fat, you keep telling yourself that you're not good enough, you keep telling yourself that you're not doing enough, you're doing enough, you're good enough, you're beautiful enough, you're smart enough, you're everything enough. And we're all human, so if you fall off the wagon, sometimes I drink too much wine. Guess what? Because I really like it. But then I have to talk to myself and say, you know what? It's not good for my body because it's got too much sugar. So I'm going to be more mindful and drink more water the next day. Am I going to sit there and beat myself up? No, because you know why? I'm alive. I'm a beautiful soul. I'm doing the best that I can every single day. And you are too. So these are a few of my very intimate tips, tools, and strategies. My last one is a shower of light. You can do this anytime. I've shared this number of times also with many of my students in my coaching and consulting programs. You close your eyes, okay? Deep breath in. Take another one. And I want to remind you guys, while we're doing these, if you ever start to feel out of breath or winded during the day and anxiety starts to kick in, it's simply because you're holding your breath. When we get angry, when we get upset, when we get tense, we naturally hold our breath because we're like, oh, it's like the temper tantrum of a little child. Think about what a little kid does when they have a temper tantrum, right? Do you see that? That's what we do. Like we're like, ooh. So we hold our breath. By releasing and remembering to breathe, you will also instantly feel better. So as we take that deep breath in, let's do it again. Now we're going to imagine a shower of light. You are going to just keep your eyes closed and you're going to imagine an explosion of fireworks over your head. They're beautiful, they're colorful. They're going to be in whatever color the universe wants to give you. Whatever you need is what you're going to get. You might get a shower of pink fireworks. You might get a shower of green. Do you feel that all coming down? So I want you to feel that coming all down over your body. It's warm, it's delicious. It feels so good going down your throat chakra into your body. It's caressing your spine. It's going down your arms. I have goosebumps right now. It's going down my arms, down my hands. Now it's wrapping around my midriff, my hips. The shower of light is beautiful, it's colorful, it's soothing, and it's all mine. It's all yours. We all have access to it. Now it's going down my thighs, down my knees, and it's slowly wrapping itself around my ankles, and now it's shooting out of my feet. Whatever needs to leave my body, that light's going to take with me, and I want you to imagine it, light shooting out of the bottom of your feet. Tell me what color that light is coming out, because it's not going to be the same color that it came in. Let that all go down to the core of the earth, down to the core of the earth. Let it just keep shooting out until there's none left. You're safe, you're secure, you're fine. You have control. You're just being helped by the beings of light, the universe, God, Jesus, whoever it is you believe in, Buddha. Take another deep breath. Now I want you to imagine now a golden shower of light, but now it's like a smooth, like golden, velvety, cushy blanket, and it's wrapping all around you, and it feels really good. And now you're gonna hold on to that feeling. You're gonna put that feeling of feeling good, safe, wrapped up in that blankie into your heart, and you're gonna also give it to your little girl. Your little girl is you. What age are you? 7, 8, 10, 9? Yep, your inner child. You're going to give her that safety blanket and you're going to say, hey, little Maria, you hold on to that safety blanket in my heart where you're safe, and I will see you again tomorrow when we do this exercise again. I want you to hold on to this feeling, guys. It is so powerful. So these are my personal healing secrets. These are things I do daily. I wrap my little girl in a blankie daily. I listen to what she needs because she's the one crying out and screaming out when we feel stress, anxiety. The truth is, especially at this time as an entrepreneur, as a business owner, or even if you're not a business owner, but if you're in this group, 9 times out of 10, you're a business owner of some sort. You're feeling bizarre, overwhelming pressure, but you're creating that yourself. It's all fear based. So by releasing these emotions and by really honing in and honoring your soul, you're going to be able to really distinguish what's really something I need to address. What is something I need to take action in my business and get and change or shift or pivot and stop being stuck in fear and overwhelm. What can I control and what can I control? And that's a video for another day. Because remember, guys, you can only control yourself, your actions, your choices daily, by the moment, by the second. It's all you. No one else is controlling your life, regardless of what you think, they're not. These choices are yours, and you can choose every minute to feel better. You can choose every minute to live better. You can choose every minute to change. And if you're stuck in your business right now and things aren't going the way you want, you can shift, you can pivot. There is a solution for everything. Do not get stuck in that old school mindset of limitation and lack. So I hope this was really positive and helpful for all of you. I love every single one of you. Thank you all. I see all you guys here. Thank you. Give me a hashtag live, hashtag replay. If you're listening to this on my podcast, thank you for for listening. Please share out, tweet this out, and share with any small business owner and service provider who can benefit from my healing practices. Remember, guys, if we're not whole inside, you can't show up for your business in a good way. You can't show up for yourself, and you can't create profits. If you're not in a Zen state, guys, you can't create profits. That's how I created my program, Zen and Profits. It's a marriage of being whole inside and healed and creating profits for your practice so you can have the life that you really desire. So thank you for watching. I hope this was healing. If you have any questions, you want to talk to me personally, you guys all know I always give a complimentary consultation. There's no strings attached. I give you an hour of my time. Do not be afraid to take the plunge and just talk to me. I'm not interested in selling you anything. I'm interested in seeing if I can help you in that 1 hour that we speak together. You know the gig. I'm going to drop the link below. Consultations are free. Please feel free to reach out to me. I love you all. Have a beautiful, peaceful day. Love and light, everyone. Have a great day. Thank you for coming.